Hello and welcome back to the Bright Light Wellness YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. Coming to you straight from my bedroom. It's happy holiday season, so happy holidays to all you guys. Definitely in the thick of things around here at the Baldwin house, but I wanted to come on and do a quick YouTube video for you guys. Hey, I always want to say thank you for being here and, subscribing to my YouTube channel and being a part of my community and sharing this information. I appreciate that. But I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about this whole difference between our winter metabolism and our summer metabolism. Did you know that we actually have two different metabolisms? One that we're supposed to access, or pathways are supposed to access in summer, and pathways are supposed to access in winter. So let's get into talking about that a little bit today. I want to just chat with you about that. So these different metabolisms in our body, right, whether it's the summer metabolism or the winter metabolism and how they run, are, activated by correct signaling, right, which tells your body which season you're in. So when your body uses the summer metabolism, it gets the signals from its environment that it's summertime. So there's a lot of strong UVB light intensities there. The days are longer, there's more heat, it's warmer, right? And there's abundance of carbohydrates available, right? It's the season of abundance. Summer is the season of abundance. So we activate our summer metabolism, which is actually driven by mTOR. And most people in the modern world are kind of stuck using mTOR, always activating mTOR, and never run the winter metabolism because they live in the never-ending summer, meaning they're always signaling to the body that there's abundance. We're always, a lot of us are not, not maybe you, I don't know, but many of us are not, honoring the light code. We're not, honoring our circadian rhythms. We are eating lots of carbohydrates through wintertime, out of season. We are not honoring the darkness and we're not getting cold. So we're not giving the body the signals to activate the winter metabolism, which would be cold, darkness, scarcity, right? Shorter days, less carbohydrate availability, right? That's how we activate the winter metabolism, by giving our body these, these signals. So our winter metabolism is driven by the AMPK pathway. And again, if you're stuck in the summer metabolism, you know, what's going to happen is that you're going to continue, you're likely going to gain weight in the winter. You're going to, have your autoimmunity flare up. You're not going to feel as good. You're going to have more depression. Symptoms come up, likely more anxiety, more mental emotional symptoms, and just, pain. If you have any like pain things in your body, that's going to flare up more, right? So it's really important to know how to activate both of these metabolisms and know if you live in a region where there's seasons like I do. If you live in an equatorial region where the light is always consistent, then you really don't do this, right? But we need to learn how to activate these different metabolisms. And we really do this by eating local, seasonal, organic foods. We do this by, connecting with our local environment, by being outside in nature, by honoring circadian rhythms that are different in the summer and the winter because the light code is different. And we do this by, the summer is a season of abundance and growth. That's why people gain weight in the wintertime when they're still in the season of growth. You're still in the metabolism of growth in winter. We don't want to be in the metabolism of growth in winter. We want to be in the metabolism of the AMPK pathway, which will stimulate, it's more like a ketogenic metabolism, right? So like in the wintertime, I don't say, oh, you have to eat a ketogenic diet. I just teach you how to naturally get into ketosis without having to even put any effort into it. I literally will sometimes just check my ketone meters. I guarantee if I go check it right now, I'm in ketosis. And is not, and I don't do that intentionally. It just happens because I honor the seasons, that are the food that's available in the season. I don't restrict myself to a carnivore diet. Absolutely not. That's not healthy for me personally. But I honor the seasons and I honor the light and the darkness and I honor the meal timing and when to eat, all these things, right? So again, the summer metabolism stimulates the growth and the signal of abundance from strong UVB light and the abundance of carbohydrate availability. Our winter metabolism stimulates repair. And this is what it's so important to get into the winter metabolism in winter, to be getting into a little bit of ketosis, to be honoring more darkness, to be honoring more scarcity, to be getting a little bit more cold, right? Because this will stimulate the repair due to the darkness, the cold, the carbohydrate scarcity, and the lack of strong UVB light. Now, again, most people are always in their winter metabolism and are stuck in the summer metabolism. They're never, sorry, I said that incorrectly. Most people never stimulate their winter metabolism and they're stuck in the summer metabolism because they live under artificial lights all day and night. They eat an abundance of carbohydrates, even in winter when they can't grow. And the problem with this is that when your body's always in this summer growth mode, we miss the immense healing opportunity that winter provides, right? The ability to repair the metabolism, and to heal the body, right? This leads to definite disease, right? Because we're breaking nature's laws, right? Things like metabolic syndrome, heart disease, hypertension, diabetes, cancer, all can ensue, autoimmune diseases, right? Because we're living in this never-ending summer. So I want to teach you, that your gut microbiome and your metabolism is actually meant to shift with the seasons, right? And what we eat in the winter should be different than what we eat in the summer. And our gut microbiome, if we do stool testing, which I think is complete and utter nonsense, but if you wanted to do one, it would look totally different in the summer and the winter. Your cortisol melatonin pattern should look different in the summer and winter. Summer is the season of cortisol, winter should be the season of melatonin, right? Summer is the season of abundance and a little bit higher leptin, and winter is the season of a little bit lower leptin and more ketosis, more scarcity. So I'm hoping to shift your perspective on these things, and I want to teach you how to activate your winter metabolism. This way you can thrive this winter. This way you can feel great this winter. This way you can, you know, let your repair mechanisms turn on. Now, I have a few ways to do this. And I mean, all of my courses, webinars, they are not very expensive. I keep them on a low price point because they don't need to be high, because they're just there, right? So I keep them at a low price point for you guys because I want this information to be accessible to you. So I would highly recommend, if this is new to you, this information is new to you, that you get my Thrive in Winter webinar, where I can teach you how to turn on your winter metabolism. Okay. This winter webinar is a 3-hour webinar and an ebook, and you will learn everything you need to know on how to make winter the most healing season possible for you. Then there's also my Ancestrally and Seasonally Nourished webinar and recipe ebook, which can help you learn to eat with the seasons to support these pathways. Light is the number one, Zeitgeber is the number one way we entrain our circadian biology. So pairing these together would be supportive, or at least getting my Blue Blockers guide with the Ancestrally Seasonally Nourished recipe ebook can be supportive. But at least then you'll get the idea of different seasons and how to eat with the seasons. That's a good first step. Either one of these would be a great first step. In my Thrive in Winter webinar, I do go into the winter diet and how to implement a winter diet for you guys. So I hope that that's helpful. I really am passionate about sharing this information because winter is a really great time for healing, and we could do so much healing during this season. And I want to give you that opportunity. And our window is running short. And this is why people get sick, is because they don't honor winter and they don't eat seasonally, right? It's not the cause, I wouldn't say, actually. It's what fuels chronic disease big time, because their body's not repairing. Okay. And then also, you want to be able to feel good in the winter. You want to thrive. You don't want to gain weight. You don't want to have mental, emotional problems or depression. You don't want to have more autoimmunity flares. Then you got to learn how to use winter to your advantage, because the summer is very healing, but the darkness is also very healing. In fact, it might even be more healing in some ways. So I'm hoping that this is something that you guys are interested in. We don't want to be living in the never-ending summer, where the lights are always on and the food is always abundant. We need to honor winter, which is cold, dark, scarcity, which sounds kind of dreary and gloomy, but it doesn't have to be. It's totally fine. I'm not, we're not completely hibernating, but we're using tools to support our metabolism to give it the right signals so it gets into ketosis naturally. It gets into the repair modes naturally without, literally, it takes me no effort. It's so easy. And that's what I love about like the way I eat now and the way I live my life. My healing is so much easier than it used to be. Like when I used to try to like do all these complex diets and all these other not that's it's just noise. Like tune into what actually makes sense. Does it make sense for me to eat a watermelon in January? No, not really. Like just tune into what makes sense. Because I live in New York, right? That doesn't make sense. Um, so healing can be so much more simple and so much easier if we use these strategies that I'm presenting to you. So that's why I'm so passionate about sharing it because I've been through all of the things and simplifying things is what really helps. And I think both of these webinars, all of my webinars really do teach you how to simplify things. So anyway, I hope that's helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. You would send me a message at contact@brightlightwellnesscoach.com. You can, shoot me in the comments below here. And I'm looking forward to supporting you guys in any capacity that you would like. I'm always here for you guys, whether it's one-on-one coaching, personalized healthcare plans, group coaching will be starting again. Whether it's, my webinars or classical homeopathy, I am here for you guys. Let me know what you need. Let me know what you want to learn more about so I can share more. That is my part of my service, is part of what I do here. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Go grab the Thriving Winter webinar if you're interested, or my Ancestrally and Seasonally Nourished recipe ebook and webinar. Both come with ebooks, both are webinars, both are a lot of information to digest, and you have lifetime access. So you can listen to that webinar every winter to be prepared. All right, I hope that was helpful. Get your winter metabolisms on, guys, if you're living in a northern latitude right now. All right, and I will talk to you guys on the next video.